Okay, hello, my coers. So I'm gonna be watching the conceptual performance film for Red. So I'm curious to see like how if it's gonna be tie in with anything of the obviously the first actual like official MV. I know there's gonna be also I think like the original MV that comes out with this because they're kind of following the same format that they did for like their debut um album with like the songs that they released for those and like the MVs for those songs, right? But yeah, so I'm sure it's gonna be something random again, and I'm already starting to sing the red part, so I'm like, it's definitely gonna creep up on me, like, like the kind of like how which one was it? Was it Go and Fashion both did? So I already know I'm gonna end up be singing it around the house anyways. But we're just gonna go ahead and watch the conceptual performance film, y'all. Oh, it's like a coffee. Ooh. Oh, okay, with like the. Oh, so that's getting us getting to see the core. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, wow. That's cool how they like redirected you so you can see like down below that they moved. Kind of like how they did for the Go. Oh! Hey. Hey. Oh, the transitions are so cool though. Oh wow, like is he on like scale? Oh, okay. I was like scaling inside of a building. Hey. Ah! What it go no? I know James was doing it earlier, but like no. Oh, come on, drone shot. Hey. Oh, we're going back to like the crosswalk. I like how they're standing in the middle of like a star, kind of like, you know, because they technically like are stars, if that makes sense. Oh, that was an replica, and like kind of not really like I don't know, because you know like the stars at the center, so like everything else is kind of like a revolving around them, if that makes sense. You know, because they are the center of attention, so I guess that's why they did that, like certain spot or certain location. But I was gonna say like now that I think about it, because you know like how I was saying with the crosswalk, you know how for Go, like they also, I'm pretty sure it was Go that they did like that whole thing where it was again like kind of like one take ish where it like redirects you, and then like the next thing you know you're moving on to the next thing, or like the members are in a different spot from like the one who's like standing out singing their part or doing like the main like the choreo for that specific like their part for that. It's very much similar. And then also again like the crosswalk. So if you're thinking about it, like you know Go, like green light means go, right? So that was Go. For here, they're talking about like red and green. So like, oh, there's no yellow yet, but you know, it kind of plays along because like you know, Go was the pre-release, and this Red is the pre-release for this. Does that make sense to y'all? Like it kind of the way I'm like connecting it's like it ties in for me like that they're kind of continuing on from that to this. And they also mentioned studio in Go, and they're talking about it here as well. So I think it's supposed to be a continuation in a way of, like, from that. But, okay, but yeah, I really like how they always really play with the angles and play with like, again, so one member will be like on a different like level or a different like place, and then the next thing you know, like the shot like moves down and it's like so smooth, like you don't think, like there's not much, you don't expect what's gonna come until like it already changed, like the frame has already changed, and you're just like, oh, like this member was they were right here next to him like 5 seconds ago, and now they're like on the second floor. So I'm very curious to see like how the behind the scenes is gonna look for this. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like tired because either they have to like make sure that James like nails it to the point where, or whoever is doing that part where it's like, again, someone's standing here and then like the members are like in another spot, like it's gonna be like a lot of running around, kind of like how they did for the Go performance video. Or was it Go or was it What You Want? Now I want to look. Maybe I was wrong, because Go was in the, no, What You Want was in the desert, I think. Go was the one that was, I'm pretty sure it was Go. I'm pretty sure. 100%. Now I'm over here doubting myself, and I'm like, yes, it was. Okay, yeah. Yep. So it ties in. It definitely ties in. But of course, that one was, they shot that one in the States, and this one they're shooting it in Korea. So kind of again, like throwing it back, or like, not throwing back, but like, representing like their roots of like, quote unquote, like K-pop, and then being a K-pop group. So I'm like, okay, very interesting how they went about that. But I'm going to rewatch it again because I was like taking everything in. You see, like, you're not like paying attention to like, oh, yeah. You see what I mean? Like, now there's 4 of them, and now it goes back to like him being on a different place below them. You see what I mean? Like, and now they're down there, like how. That's like, I love like when people do like that move where they seem like they're staying still, but they're kind of like rotating at the same time. Like, it's so smooth the way they transition to the next shot. Like, even there. I just realized something. Yeah, it's definitely like like kind of referencing how they did for what they did for Go and Go in general. So I'm like, but I was gonna say, you know what I realized? Now I know why they did that whole busking thing for like to promote, or like to promote the new album, because essentially like them like performing in this random place again, like the other, like how Go's conceptual film was, that's very much giving like they're busking, like because they're just like performing wherever around this like area, and then they end up in that like, because behind them it looked kind of like a stage, but I don't know if it really is, but like them like performing, usually that's what happened. Like the busking culture in Korea is like you, if you have ever seen any like any of the videos or like have ever been in Korea, like you've seen like people how they kind of find like an empty spot and like kind of it's you get like a whole like stretch of like a road or something, or like a neighborhood or something, and everyone gets like blocked off, and you just see the person in the center of it. So it's very much like, oh, that's the reason why they did that whole busking thing, because it looks like they're kind of busking here because they're kind of using the whole entire like what's it called, this whole like shopping center as their stage. And I'm just like, that's cool. That's really cool. I like how they really like it really makes you think, because you're like, oh, like is it gonna, I thought it was gonna reference again back to, which I think I'm pretty sure it is the same like area or like center where they were at, filmed some parts of it from the like the actual MV, and also like the where they were at the like Kogichib, like I think it's in the same area. So you see parts of it like when they're on the second floor, that part was in the actual MV, and I think you saw like little bits and pieces of like this little like circle area or like little open area. So I'm just like, it's cool that they threw like it definitely is like the same area from that, and you reference it to the MV. But then if you think about it more deeper, it definitely is playing with how they released Go, and then also like the meaning of like the meaning and like lyrics of Go there. It kind of also is mentioning them in this song a little bit too, and like the whole vibe of it. You know what I mean? Even though it's a different vibe of a song, they're tying in that album and like how they kind of formatted that way of, you know, MV, then we're gonna have a conceptual performance film, and then we're gonna end up having the like original quote unquote MV. You see what I mean? Like I'm sure they'll end up, it won't be always be like that, but for the most part I'm like noticing it's kind of like the same pattern from the last one. And I'm also curious to see again how the original MV for this song ended up looking like, what was like, you know, how they ended up, you know, taking parts of that, you know, that original one and then referencing it or like using it to basically plan out the whole entire like bigger production of the MV, right? But again, they really surprised me. Like it definitely takes, you know, sometimes you have to like really think about it, because you're just like, oh, it's just like, again, you just enjoyed the song sometimes and you're just like, oh, like what's the, like how you think it's like random, and then like you end up paying attention more and you're just like, wait, maybe it's not so random, and it just definitely fits within like what they've done so far and what we've seen from them so far. But yeah, so I'm excited to see whenever they drop the original MV, and then again also when the album drops, because I really don't know what direction they're gonna go with this. Because again, Young Creator Crew is very, I would say it's similar in terms of like the randomness with this song, but it's different, like genre, different vibe, I would say completely. So I'm curious to see like what the title track is gonna sound like, and also I think it's Asahi TNT or DND, I think is what it was, right? And then there's like, or was it TNT? I don't remember. I think it was, I know Asahi was one of the ones, and I'm pretty sure it was like Do Not Disturb, I think. Was it D&D? It could have been D&D. I think so, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see like what the rest of the album's gonna end up sounding like. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one.